Rebecca here. Are you in the wrong on unmatching somebody over one detail?
I know I'm not, but I want to see what you guys think because I did get a little bit of backlash from a friend over this exchange I had on a dating app. And I don't know if it's that I just like have really high standards or I'm just not so seriously like into pursuing dating at this point, because anytime I get even like the slightest bit of a weird vibe or like some off comment from somebody, that's it. Like it's over.
You just cut them.
Yeah.
Now, that's weird from the outside looking in, because I would think you would look for weird and quirky.
No, I like weird and quirky. I'm saying like suspicious or just like, kind of like unkind or just like gives me a strange vibe.
Slightly off.
Yeah, just like off. Yeah. And this wasn't the case for this man that I matched with. Like, okay, here's the tea. He was super cute. Brown hair, brown eyes. Ooh. He was quirky. He was like kind of artsy, gorgeous teeth for some reason. I noticed that and I liked that in a man. We had a great conversation.
It sounds like you're sizing up a horse.
Yeah.
Those chompers were real straight. That hair.
Yeah.
You know how people also say, nice smile? You're like over here, gorgeous teeth.
You know what? I honestly think it's because I've been watching too much Love Island and they're always like the teeth. The teeth are there.
Well, it's because they all have those turkey teeth. They just have that one veneer that goes across.
Yeah, the chicklets.
Love a set of turkey teeth. Yeah. No, the teeth were teething on this man. And we were having a great conversation. I think I have kind of the opposite like philosophy with dating apps than I know that Abby does, because I know you like to like be like, hi, you're cute, I like you, let's go on a date.
Yeah, before you mess it up, let's go get a drink before you say something that's going to turn me off.
That's completely opposite of my method. I like to talk for like several days before I'm like, okay, let's try to like eat in front of each other and like see how that goes.
You want to suss them out.
Yeah, I want to see if they've got the bant, if they've got the chat. They got to have the chat. And this guy had the chat. He had like good meme knowledge. I would make a joke and he would go, ha ha, that's perfect. That's all I really want.
But online rapport is so different than in front of each other, right? Like how many guys have you message back and forth that just seems so quick and funny, and then you get in front of them and they just choke?
That's why I had to get off the apps in terms of like messaging them for days, because I would notice a pattern where if a guy was really good at texting and if he had really good banter on the Bumble chat, he would always be so socially awkward in person. And if I met a guy who was like a really bad texter where I would have thought this guy's boring as heck, he would be incredible in person. And so I kind of developed this theory that like a lot of people feel like they have to try really hard in the messages and create this persona that seems really attractive as a way to kind of deflect from maybe their social awkwardness, to where now like if you're too chatty, I'm like, this is a weirdo.
That is kind of the problem. A man being like really bad at messaging on a dating app is kind of a green flag. But honestly, I think I do it because I want to see if they think I'm funny. And if they try to out funny me, then I'm like, you gotta stop. Like this isn't going anywhere.
You're never going to win this battle.
But this is where it really went south. And this conversation that I'm going to give context to, I'm asking for you all not to judge me, because this is a very important question that I ask most of my suitors.
Rebecca, we listen and we don't
totally judge.
Oh, that's the theme of the morning.
I asked, what Muppet do you most relate to? Because I'm a gonzo, first of all.
Okay.
Gonzo. For sure. Alien, loves chickens, non-binary king. Love him.
Okay.
He's great.
What's the chicken love that you have?
I like chickens.
I would have said Gonzo also, just for the nose comparison more than anything else.
For aesthetics.
Actually, if you want to hear, I have all the Muppets that I think you are. That could be a different conversation.
Yes, we do want to hear.
That's really funny.
I wrote it down because I was like, I have to.
You have it ready to go?
Yeah, because I was like, if they ask me, I know exactly what Muppets they are.
I had to say.
We're going to save that for another day.
Okay.
Let's just continue with how you're...
Yeah, that's too good to rush through.
Yes.
You're right. Sorry, I got too excited.
I kind of don't blame you. So let's save our Muppets and get to what he responded.
So here's his response. He answered, definitely Kermit. First red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
He continued, because I know when to be silly and I know when to be serious, but mostly because I'm an empath.
No.
He called himself an empath.
You don't like that.
That tells me that you have a sinister spirit, and I unmatched him immediately.
So just so I know, the definition of an empath is they feel things more deeply and they feel things that others are feeling.
An empath is like a self-described, like highly sensitive person who like can be in a room and like feel your energy and feel like you're down today. You're feeling kind of blue. And I think empaths, like they exist, but if you're a man and you call yourself an empath, that means you punch walls. Like,
Wow. Okay.
That escalated.
It certainly did.
I got all these numbers running through my head. I'm trying to make these calculations make sense, and I don't. How do you go from empath to punching walls?
From my experience, if you like self-describe, like you don't, like nobody is like, wow, you're like a really emotionally intuitive person. If you just come out and you're like, I'm an empath.
Yeah.
Like the girls who are empaths, they have voodoo dolls. They tell you they love you. And then like 2 weeks later, they're trying to hook up with your roommate.
I don't disagree.
I'm not
with you.
bitter about that.
I don't disagree with you.
It is the number one red flag for me. You call me an empath. You call yourself an empath. Not only am I unmatching you, I'm blocking you, and I'm running for my life.
So that was it, huh?
That was it.
That's it.
All right.
And Kermit, first the king of the Muppets.
He's romantic.
Big ego, first of all.
Is Piggy and him having a long-standing relationship?
Or maybe he's just a king who knows his worth.
My future man is Rizzo the Rat.
What the hell is going on, man?
For what reason? What characteristic? What's the matter with you? You need therapy, man.
It's the Bert Show.
The Bert Show.